All right, Kyle Hunter here. Going to give you a little bit of a breakdown of the college hoop slate on December 10th. Just testing this out. I haven't really done it this year. Would like to get into doing some more of this, but we'll see. What the uh, turnout is, how many people are looking to see this kind of information, to see how often I do it. But let's kind of just rapid fire through some of these games. I'll give you my leans on these games. Love college basketball season. I know some people kind of wait on it till football's over, but I love the early season in college basketball. I think there can be some good value there. I'm 64 and 42 so far this year in college basketball. Does that mean I'll continue to do that? It doesn't, but I'll do my best. And long term, I have done well. So let's look at a few games here for today's date, and we'll see what things look like. Merrimack Princeton, an early game. This is one where I'm looking toward under if I bet this game. This is a game that Merrimack's very good with that zone defense. I don't think that most teams are used to seeing the kind of defense that they play. I'm going to share screen here and just be able to pull up the stats for this one. Merrimack slows teams down very well. Defensively, their one weakness is they don't get defensive rebounds. If you look at Princeton, offensive rebounds is one of their biggest weaknesses. They are good at grabbing defensive rebounds. The other thing, Princeton has multiple injuries. Dalen Davis has been out. And then Abdullahi, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but he's been out the last couple games. They've definitely been struggling on offense here of late. A team that just doesn't have the talent they've had in the past. Xavier Lee also gone, a guy that has been very good for them in the past few seasons. So I would look toward under. It looks like somebody else has been betting the under, so this one's come down a bit. Under or Merrimack in that game. Real quickly through some others. Albany and Yale. Albany's been really unlucky as far as a luck factor so far this year. Did they put it together here? I mean, this is a tough one to bet. I don't know that I'm anxious to bet Albany plus 18.5, but that would probably be my lean in that one. This is a neutral site game at Mass Mutual Center. I looked this one up here before I went live. 19-16 to the under at this venue. So we will see if that helps a little bit toward an under or not. But the under's already been bet, and that would have been my lean. But I think at this number, it's probably gone. As far as other games coming up, Western Kentucky, Marshall, my number is under this. Don't want to bet an under with these two teams. Gosh, that's a scary bet. Last year, they got to 172 with 79 possessions in the game. So not one I really want to bet, but if I had to, I would lean toward the under. Let's share here so we can see the odds quickly. Delaware and George Washington. Somebody's betting the under like it's free money. All the projections are above this. My number is above this as well. You see the line has moved down 8 points. I don't feel quite strongly enough about it to make this a client release or anything, but I think I will bet something in this game, whether it be a George Washington team total over or a game over in this one. So I might post about that one later, but something to keep an eye on. Boston College and UMass on the neutral floor there at Mass Mutual Center. Another one where I could see the under making some sense, with Boston College slowing the tempo down and UMass being better on defense than they are on the offense, even though they do play quickly. Let's see. Idaho State, Utah Valley. Utah Valley minus 10, my lean in that game, or under the total. I don't think Idaho State's very good. They do try to slow the pace down. Idaho State offensively takes some low-quality shots, and I don't know that I want to trust them here on the road. Pretty good home court advantage for Utah Valley, so that's the way I'd look toward that one. Then we have a lot of smaller games here today. No real big name matchups. You guys know I really like the small matchups. Duquesne and Boise. over lean for me, over 149, 148.5 at Bet Rivers. Duquesne provides the tempo. I would imagine that Boise defensively, pretty good team, but I think they get to the line quite a bit in a game like this where Duquesne has, if you can see here, Duquesne has fouled a ton this year. They're also very good at getting to the line themselves. So that's the way I'd want to look in that one. If we go back to the odds, Jackson State and Houston. I mean, Houston likely to win by massive margins in that one. I could see betting a Jackson State team total under, but look, I mean, it's 40-point spread with that low. So you can do the math. It's a really, really low team total. So I'm going to pass on that, but that would be my lean, either taking Houston minus the points or a team total under. But you can see here that this has gone from minus 38 up to 40 or 40.5 already. Baylor already with a big win over Norfolk State. The Steam got there with the over on that one. I know that one was bet late last night. Any others that stand out at all? College of Charleston, South Florida. I definitely lean South Florida minus 13.5 or 14 in this game. So, you know what? We'll make that the free play for this video. What are the best available? Minus 13.5, minus 14. I'll grade it at minus 14 to be fair here, but I will personally bet this as well. I will take minus 13.5 personally, but we'll go minus 14 here for South Florida at home. College of Charleston, not the same team they've been in recent seasons, so I don't trust them to keep this one close against the South Florida team that presses. I can get to the line a lot, pretty good offensively, especially at home. So that's the way I would look in that one. And like I said, some others that I may be tweeting out about. So follow me at Kyle Hunter Picks there on Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube page. I'm going to be trying to do some more of these as long as there is some demand for it. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to tweet at me. You can comment on YouTube as well, and I'll try to keep an eye on those. But not an exciting card today, but a lot of under the radar games. And like I said, I do really like those. Bryant and Iona clash of tempos there in that game. I mean, Iona running, Bryant slowing it down. Iona's the better team, so I'll pass on that one. Eastern Michigan's been a good under team, but Fort Wayne really weak defensively, good over team. I don't usually like to bet the games where I feel like one of the teams is a really good over team, one of the teams is a really good under team. Liberty, NC State, two well-coached teams, a game that I'd like to watch, not really a game I'd like to bet. So I'm going to go with USF. We'll grade it at minus 14 here as my free play for this one. And keep an eye on the Twitter for plays coming up. I'll probably do some team totals. I'll do some live looks as well using the shot quality numbers. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I'll try to do some more of these videos, just kind of rapid fire going through my leans for cards coming up in college basketball. The slates are about to get a lot bigger once we get through this exam week and get through the holidays. So stay tuned, and we'll try to get to as many games as we can, and I'll try to get some information out there. Follow me on YouTube, subscribe to this channel, follow on Twitter as well. And best of luck on all your plays. I'll see you next time.